Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the Players Lounge for Season 2. This week we have a lot of special guests. We're going to talk about baseball and some funny things that's happened so far this season. So to kick it off, introduce you guys to.
I'm A.J. Causey, Huntsville, Alabama, transfer from Jacksonville State.
I'm Robin Villeneuve. I'm from Gatineau, Canada. I'm a first base outfield, and I'm a transfer from Waterford College.
I'm Dean Curley. I'm a freshman. I'm from Laverne, California, and I'm a shortstop.
Nice. Well, boys, glad to have y'all on this week. We have a lot of good things going right now with everybody in this, like, kind of on this couch. So, but before we get into that, SEC plays here this weekend. I know we've talked about it a lot coming into this weekend. You know, like everybody's going to be a lot better, and the intensity and trying to win in the SEC is going to be tough. Kind of what's your takes on it, and kind of what do you think you'll see different from SEC play to non-conference?
I think it's going to be, like, way more serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's going to – that whole slogan, it just means more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, kind of that whole vibe. Like, everyone's going to be cheering harder, like, kind of like that first game, like, in Texas. It's kind of what I'm expecting.
Yeah, same. I mean, I talked to you guys, like, the veteran, and you guys all saying that SEC is just different.
Different breed, bro.
Yeah.
It's a different breed.
So I expect a good battle against Alabama, and I think they're gonna be pretty good. We know we're pretty good, and I think it's just gonna be fun. It's gonna be nice to play.
Yeah, I mean, what Causey said about just it's going to be more.
Yeah, for sure. So coming from, JUCO or another program, and even high school, how do you think you're gonna, approach, SEC play? And are you kind of gonna keep the same routines or whatever, or you think something's gonna change somewhere in there?
Honestly, yes, still baseball. Still, like, guy still has to hit when I'm throwing. Not really going to overcook it, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, no. Talked about that before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna try to do too much. I mean, like, I feel like, it's not the same thing, but I feel like when you face arms from our pitching staff, I feel like they're going to have some good arms, but we also face a lot of good arms this fall, you know what I mean?
Right.
So just the same mindset to go at the plate and everything is just not trying to do too much, because if you're trying to do too much, you might not do good.
Bad things happen.
Yeah, just sticking to the routine. I mean, not trying to do too much. I mean, yeah, it's a big game. Everyone's watching, but just being where your feet are.
Just baseball.
Yeah.
Like Ozzy said, for sure. So let's get into this right now. Just to start the show. So obviously, a lot of things have changed since my time being in college, with bat flipping, with celebrations, with chirping. And this week, we fell short of a player because there was chirping going on. We both got warnings, both dugouts. So let's talk about that first. Like, I know I want to bring up, like, why they got rid of bat flipping, because I feel like that was the last thing we could have as college baseball players.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, some people do different celebrations, whatever. We got a fur coat daddy hat, but bat flipping, everybody bat flipping. Now you're a pitcher, so you might not understand, but you were a two-way, so you kind of get it. Like, that's one thing. You're just like, if I hit a 450-foot nuke, my bat's going in the air. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know why that's a thing.
Yeah, I just think, like, let's say, like, we're playing at home, and if you hit a home run, if you bat flip, it's gonna be in front of our dugout. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just don't see the point. Like, you're not even, like, I think it's a total different story if you're, like, looking at the other dugout and flipping your bat in front. Like, of course, that could not, like, there might be a problem, but getting a warning because you bat flip your bat in front of your dugout just to, like, hype your teammates, I just think it doesn't make any sense.
I don't really agree with it at all.
I don't agree with it. Not the same.
I mean, I think that's, like I said, I feel like that's one thing that we have as players, and it's hard enough to hit these guys, in the SEC or any conference. So when I do hit it good, I kind of want to celebrate a little bit.
Yeah, but it's also, man, sometimes when you hit a big home run in a big moment,
Like
man, you're like, it's just the adrenaline and everything is just, you don't even think about it. Sometimes you just black out. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
You
that
don't
is
even
true.
think about it.
No, you definitely do black out sometimes.
Like,
Honestly,
no.
I kind of like it. Like the whole thing with Bauer and the showing emotion in the game. Same thing with the sword. Like if I make a guy fall to his
Right.
knees,
Yeah, dude,
But see,
I'm
that's
gonna do
actually,
this-
that's
I'm gonna do
actually,
the
y'all
sword.
get away with that more than we
Yeah.
get away with that flipping.
that's actually.
Because you did it the other
same-
day and it was fire. I'm not gonna lie, it was fire. But no one said anything to you.
Dude,
If we
that's the-
backflip, it's like, hey, like, can't do
Yeah.
that.
It's weird, like
Yeah.
the regulation, like how
Is
you
it-
can you can't throw it in the air, but you can like pinwheel it.
Right.
Bro, it's like so.
Or you can't
confusing.
slam it or something.
Yeah, it
It's
just
like there's so many rules. I'm pretty sure the umpires don't even know these rules, bro. They just make it up.
Nah, they definitely know the rules, bro.
You think so?
They
maybe.
definitely
Nah.
do. They definitely do.
But what AJ was saying about the sword, it's like I feel like it's a celebration. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's the same thing that backflip. I don't know.
I feel like that's more like showing the batter up. Like
100%.
Like,
without a doubt.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like staring him down, throwing the bat towards him.
Yeah, bro, that's got to be worse. You
Yeah.
know? I don't know.
Well, so on the topic of chirping, what's kind of the worst chirp you've ever heard? If you can think of one. I don't really remember.
Definitely something Combs has said.
Combs.
Combs.
Probably.
Oh, he said something this week, and he was like, "Go back to selling used cars to like the first base coach." I started dying.
When they were playing K-State, there was like a foul ball to the third base coach, and he like just didn't go for it. And a fan yelled like, "Oh, nice play, coach! You're washed." And he like yelled out like, "I didn't try to make the play." It's like he obviously got rattled from it. No, some guy on the left field line.
No way.
Yeah.
I would say I didn't hear that one.
Nah, I
Yeah.
didn't hear that one either.
It might have been my freshman year. It was my freshman year because we played away there, and we made, I don't know what was said, but I know we made their first base coach like complain to the umpire all game. So we definitely said something to him that kind of he felt in the heart a little bit. I don't know, but I know you've heard some crazy chirps in JUCO.
Dude, I don't know, man.
Doesn't understand him.
But yeah, talking about chirps in JUCO, you guys, your college got into a big fight.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
So
I mean, I was at first.
Uh-huh.
Cal was the catcher.
yeah.
And that was my freshman year, and it was just a lot of chirp going on. And people don't understand, like, the whole story, what happened. But first of all, the guy hit a ground rule double the at-bat before.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of, like, but yeah. So, basically, when at second base, he hit a ground rule double. And he said something to her pitcher. I don't know what he said. And the at-bat that hit his home run, like, he was, like, you don't see in the video, but he was literally, like, on the plate. Like, he was, like, right beside the plate. I don't know. He probably played with the mind of the pitcher. And he got mad at him. He threw, like, a fastball at him, and he got mad. And the next pitch, he hit a home run against him. And he was just rounding the bases.
Just talking.
Yeah.
Just going on.
Trash talk. And,
Uh-huh.
I don't know, her pitcher just threw his glove and went to tackle him bro, for no reason, bro. He probably blacked out. I was like,
Probably.
me at first I was like, dude, what's going on? Like,
Yeah,
I
what-
was like, because first of all, the first thing I think in my mind was like, oh, we're not gonna make the playoff. Like, we're done, because normally if you fight, I don't know if it's the same rules in NCAA, but if you fight in JUCO in the regular season, you're not gonna be able to play in the
Like get into like a brawl.
yeah. Yeah, getting to a brawl, but that one didn't count because they said that the other team jumped on him, but not us. Like, technically, we probably had, like, Cal was there, but he didn't fight anybody.
Right.
So we were still fine, but yeah, it was crazy. And, like, right after the game, we went back to the dorms, and, bro, it was everywhere. Like, ESPN, like, everywhere. Everybody was commenting. Everybody was saying, like, yeah, Weatherford College, like they were saying some.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
No, yeah, I remember seeing that video a bunch, like a lot of times.
Yeah.
Not knowing that I'd be playing with two kids that were actually in the video,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy. But yeah, that probably is probably the craziest thing I've seen
Mm-hmm.
in a while.
What did coach say about that?
What do you say?
Everybody, bro, he didn't say anything. It was like, well, he crossed the line and like because to be honest, that guy was like a really good teammate. Like he's a great guy, like super good friend, and I guess he just crossed the line on that one. But I don't know. It's just our coach didn't really say anything about it. It was just like kind of disappointing about him. But also just because of that we were losing, and just because of that we got the win, and we were like this close to make the playoff. So we got the win. The whole team got suspended 2 match, so we got 2 other wins. So we kind of like we basically swept them because of that. So we make the playoff. So you kind of save
That's
her.
kinda fun.
Yeah, I know, bro. Because right after he hit the home run, we were losing. It was like top of the 7. In JUCO, we played double hitters. It's like 7 inning, 9 inning. So when he hit the home run, they took the lead. I was like, oh my God, if we lose, we're out. Like almost. Like if we were losing, I was like, oh my God, the coach gonna be so mad and blah blah. And I just see him tackle that guy. I was like, what the? But yeah, it was crazy.
A lot of emotion right there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But hey, I'm glad you guys made the playoffs.
Yeah, we
How
did.
far
But
did you guys go?
not far at all, bro. Not far at all. We win the first one, lost the second one. Win the third one, lost. But JUCO baseball, it's different. It's like a run robin. But yeah, we lost. It's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Happens, bro. Happens. So kind of switching topic here, we have a fan question for the show. With transfers and new freshman guys coming in all the time, and the potential to have guys change in the lineup with transfer portal rules, how do you keep a team's attitude and rotation easy for new guys? So for me, I think that the easiest way to kind of answer that question is, each year there's a new culture to the team. There's a new, I won't say culture, but there's a new like attitude in the way we approach the game and how we play the game. It's kind of different every year. So you kind of got to figure out who you're working with every day as far as like teammates, staff, whatever, and figure out what makes them better. And that's the vibe we all have to figure out together. I think the more you bond as a team, the quicker you can figure out, like, okay, like Billy Amick isn't going to, get that rowdy. He's kind of always even kill. I might get a little more rowdy than most, So it's kind of just figuring that part out. And obviously, I mean, you've been to another program, so I feel like that team was a lot different than our team, And
Yeah.
I don't know how JUCO is, but I would assume it's different than how we are.
Yeah, I mean, JUCO, I feel like every year it's a total new team. Like if you compare my freshman year and my sophomore year, I think we were like 5 guys that like came back from freshman year. Like everybody left because first of all, my freshman year we were very old. So like most of the guys are sophomore, and most of the guys are also like transferred from university, like redshirt or whatever, or like they didn't play a lot, so they just come to JUCO, play a year, and try to go back to university. But now with that transfer portal, it's gonna be different. But in the past, they were like coming more JUCO. But I don't know, man, just new guys every year, so you just have to bond with them, and that's pretty much it. The thing that it's hard about JUCO, it's we get guys after the fall break. So let's say not the fall, after the fall when we start the season. My freshman year, there was like a transfer from university that came, and like the season was like starting. Yeah. So he came and we didn't really know him, so that's hard. But if you have how can I say that? If you got good leaders and everything, like
Good thing, yeah.
it's just good things gonna happen. But
I think when you transfer here, the reason I feel like you came here is because you want to win. I feel like that's always been our culture here, is we want to win. So I think already having that, checked off, I think everything else just kind of falls in line. Yeah. So, but we have another question from a Cape Cod League fan. Have you guys ever played in the Cape Cod League? And can you describe what it is?
I have. it's a lot of fun. It's kind of like that classic, those baseball movies that you see,
Right.
with the popcorn, the flags on the fences, that kind of that vibe. And yeah, it's a lot of fun because you're playing with guys from other teams, like guys you either played against or guys that are like from big teams. For me going from JSU to those teams, I'm playing with guys from like Power 5 universities, and it's cool because you just get like the camaraderie and like, hey, these guys are also at the Cape, so they're pretty good. So there's like a mutual, almost like respect.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fun.
What team were you on?
I was on Falmouth Commodores.
Falmouth. Okay.
Mhm.
I was on Hyannis.
Hyannis?
Yeah. I like. You know what? It was actually dope because I was right in the middle
Really?
of everything. Hyannis is like the I guess the city.
That's fair, yeah.
Not the city, but like the
Falmouth's all the way on the end.
yeah. So you probably have to drive. Did you ever play Wareham? Who
Wareham.
has like the concrete field?
Wareham?
Yeah.
The only field I've ever been to that had gray dirt.
Yeah, gray dirt. Yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
You ever
I'm
played
like,
gray dirt?
what is this?
Bro, it's like
it that
it's
bad?
like it's not rocks, but
It's like gravel.
It's just gravel. Yeah.
It's like gravel dust is what they call it.
Dude, playing summer ball, it's a grind, man. It's such a grind.
Mm-hmm.
Playing every day. Like, we were talking about it, like, how hard it is to play in the Cape Cod. Like, I never played there, but, like, people that did, you told me that was like, hey, it's so hard,
it's
man.
hard, bro.
Playing
It's
every day, wood bats, no batter's eye.
Yeah, it's tough. No, it's
It's-
tough.
It's
but
awesome as a pitcher.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really
that's what I
awesome
was
as a
like.
pitcher,
When you
like,
said,
these
when you
guys
said
are
it was
hitting with
awesome, I was like,
wood.
yeah.
Yeah.
For a pitcher, I bet it is.
You go
I
from
hear
playing
it's
like
totally
metals,
different.
like people hitting with metal bats and like short fields to like Falmouth's like freaking 405 like center and
Yeah, no,
wood
Falmouth-
bats.
yeah,
Like I
Falmouth
saw
had-
like 2 home runs.
Yeah, Falmouth is.
Yeah,
that place
it's,
hit homers.
I bet it's so hard.
But I think that the best thing I learned from there was just how to fail
Mm-hmm.
as a hitter, maybe not as a pitcher. But for me, it kind of set me to where it was okay. Well, I'm not where I need to be, like realistically, with wood bat and not so good circumstances, all the time. So coming back my sophomore year, it definitely like put me in like a different mindset to work harder and to be a better player. I don't know, like if you have any experiences that definitely like say, okay, well now I know what to work on and stuff like that, but I knew what I needed to work on. Trust me, after leaving there, yeah, everything, everything. So, so talking about more of the like development side of it, like I just said, is there anything that you think you needed to change once leaving there, or?
The Cape, that was actually, I got to work with Steve Cishek this summer. So that was huge for me because it was more like I needed to work on something going up there more so because I was also entering the portal. Or I just committed here right before I went up there this year. I got to work with Steve Cishek. He gave me like my new slider grip, the one I have now. Gave me that. I raised my slide a little bit. I used to be a little lower. So that was awesome. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he like a?
He was a side over in the big for like
Yeah.
11, 12 years, something like that.
Is he in the MLB The Show?
Yep.
I'm about to say.
I played with him.
I'm about to say. I think I faced him and not got a hit. So that's good. That's good. So just to talk about some interesting facts here. How many big leaguers have played on teams in the Cape? So you got Bourne at close to 40, Brewster at 30-something, Chatham over 40, Gatuit 40, Falmouth, I'll say 38, Harwich probably like 41, 42, Hyannis 37, Orleans has the most.
Really? You ever been to their field?
Isn't it the small one?
It's a square.
Yeah.
It's literally it's like polo grounds.
That's crazy. Wareham actually had a lot too, 40, 43.
Mm-hmm.
So, AJ, kind of switching the flow to you. Changing jobs is never easy.
Mm-hmm.
You were out the bullpen on Friday, right, against our first weekend. Now you're a starter. So let's kind of talk about that and kind of talk about the progression it took and kind of that mindset it took.
Yeah, honestly, the mindset is like I just throw when they tell me to. And going to I knew I was throwing that Friday after Russ. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go do what I do basically. And then when he went down for a little bit, they needed me to start. I was like, it's the same exact thing I was throwing, basically I threw like 4.2 innings that first week. I was like, it's basically a start just second half of the game. So I was like, it's the exact same thing I've been doing. It's just, I guess the preparation's a little bit different. So honestly, I was just like, it's the same thing, still baseball.
Right.
Yeah.
So you had 21 strikeouts in the last 2 weeks?
Mhm.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Mm-hmm.
So are you just like in there, like, put them away, or are you just like, nah, let me, throw some strikes, do some things? Kind of, what do you do to get 21 strikeouts in 2 weeks?
It
for
depends.
kids watching.
It depends on the situation, what I'm trying to do. Obviously, the first bat of the game, I'm always, trying to pound the zone. And if I get him 2 strikes, I'm trying to strike him out every single time. It depends on the situation, what number I'm at. Wish it wasn't like that, but I'm like, kind of keeping the number in the back of my head. Whether, there's a guy on first, if I'm trying to get a ground ball, or if I'm trying to strike the guy out, guy on third, a bunch of things really go into it. But like if I have a chance, I'm definitely leaning towards a strikeout.
Sure, yeah. 3-0 hitter, 0-2. I'm about to throw something gross right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's why I wish I was a pitcher sometimes. You're in control.
Mm-hmm.
But talking about Coach A, love him to death, legendary
Love him.
coach. What's the greatest lesson you've learned so far from him?
Definitely staying back more. For me, I used to lunge a lot. Like I would get out and lunge. And that's probably the biggest adjustment we've made here from him. And he was like, Coach A, I don't know if y'all heard this, but he doesn't want to mess with you right away.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to let you either succeed or fail. I'm going to do a lot of research into what I'm about to tell you before I say it. So we did that, and then like after the falls when we started working on that. And it was funny because the way he made it click in my head, he was like, it's like you're a hitter. He was like, how do you hit? He's like, do you lunge out or do you like stay back? I said, well, I stay back. He was like, well, you're throwing from the side. Your arm pass come basically the exact same slot. And that's the thing that helped it like really click in my head of like staying back, and my mechanically became way more sound, and like locating became way easier after that too.
That's really good. So for hitters, stay back from Coach A.
Yeah, from Coach A.
You have any good Coach A impressions?
Mm-mm.
No, none.
It's funny every time I hear the pitch
I'm
come.
about to say, like,
Fastball is just like the high pitched
His
voice.
voice.
It's so funny.
It's kind of funny. It's so funny. So switching the flow to Rob. I want to hear about your baseball story. I'm really intrigued.
My baseball story?
Because we don't. If you obviously Rob's Canadian. How? Like.
Why not hockey?
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Like.
Yeah, I mean, I started, like, I
played
was
hockey.
playing hockey when I was young, and I didn't really, like, I played soccer for a couple of years because hockey was my main sport for the winter. But in the summer, I didn't want to play hockey again because there's, like, possibilities that you can just go do training camps and everything. I was trying to figure out, like, another sports to play in the summer, and soccer was fun, but I just felt it was not my
I
thing.
don't think it much of
Yeah, and
soccer. Be real.
I was like, soccer, all right, it's cool, but so basically I just switched to baseball because my grandpa and all
So
my.
what age did you start playing?
I don't know, but I didn't play little league ball. Like, the photos that we see on the like
You
you
didn't
guys
play
see
them?
mine. I'm like 3 or 4 years older than the other guys.
He
But,
was wearing hockey gear. In
Yeah,
his.
yeah, but like I started probably, I don't know, 9, 10,
Oh wow.
or maybe 9. I don't know. I don't remember. I know it was like kind of late. And like funny story, first game of the season. It's my first baseball game. Like we use the cannon or like the machine. To
Oh
throw.
yeah.
So the machine showing first ball I see, I hit it out of the ballpark. Home run. It was
Atta
my
boy.
only home run of the year. That was the only home run of the year. And I hit it out the first pitch. I didn't know what was the rules. Like I didn't even touch second base. My coach was like, "Hey, you need to go touch second base." It was like I didn't know any of the rules, but yeah, so after that I just kept playing, and after I went to high school, and my high school is like different. The high school that I went, it's like basically we had like a sports program that everybody in my class played a sports, a different sport. So we had like girls that played gymnastic or soccer, and me, I was in baseball. But I was also, my first 2 years, I was like baseball and hockey at the same time, and I just had to make a choice because they were saying that I was like taking two places because the places were limited in programs. So I was using a place in hockey and baseball. So they were like, hey, you need to make a decision like which sports you want to play. But I didn't want to. And the hockey program just said, all right, we're going to suspend you. So I did like one weekend. They were like, yeah, you're not going to dress up today because you don't want to choose hockey before baseball. So I just said, okay. And I went to baseball. I stopped playing hockey
That's
just
crazy.
because of that, yeah.
So you
I
couldn't-
played a couple years, but that was like low level. Was not like the highest level. I just said, all right, it's fine. I'm just gonna go play baseball. So now I'm here.
So you could have been a two-sport athlete in both.
Yeah, I mean, I was in high school for a certain time, and it's just.
Were you good at hockey though?
Yeah, I was good.
There you go.
I mean, I was pretty good. Yeah.
Because you have played like.
For you guys, I was really good because you guys, I mean, hey, do you know how to skate?
I know how to
People
skate.
are asking me, they're like, hey, do you know how to skate? I'm like, yeah. Oh, so you must be really good in hockey. I was like, bro, my grandma know how to skate in Quebec. You know what I mean? Skating is like everybody knows how
Yeah.
to skate in Quebec. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, football for you guys. It's like, do you know how to throw a football? You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, that's what you do.
but that's what we do every year for like 8 months straight. Basically.
Yeah, no, I know how to skate. I know how to ice skate.
You told me that you play a little bit of hockey.
Yeah, I play a little hockey in high school.
Yeah.
A little bit, sometimes.
I don't know. I just don't see Simo play hockey, bro. I bet
Bro,
it's terrible.
I didn't have like pads and stuff on, but
Pads and stuff. I mean,
like we just put like it was like pickup hockey.
like
you don't really hit each other.
It's
kinda
not
just
like in the league.
Yeah. But like I'm not terrible. You ever play like 3v3 like lacrosse? Ever? You guys play lacrosse ever? No.
I
probably
played it
not.
in like PE class.
Yeah, we would do that too in middle school.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't mind lacrosse.
But yeah, that's basically my story. And the thing that.
So how did you get to Tennessee? Let's talk about your recruiting process.
So, I mean, in high school it was hard because we don't have high school baseball season.
Yeah, don't y'all play in the summer?
So yeah, so only travel team. So I didn't play any high school baseball. I was only on travel team in the summer, and basically we went to play a tournament, but we didn't get a lot of like scout or
Not hype behind
yeah,
it.
not a lot of hype. And to be honest, in high school I was like kind of like skinny, like a skinny first base that was like able to hit, but didn't have like crazy pop or like, you know what I mean. So I just my travel team coach played in Weatherford, and he just talked to the guy, and he was like, hey, he talked to the coach at Weatherford, was like, hey, I got a kid in Quebec, like, do you want me to send you some videos? And also my last year of baseball was I didn't play because of COVID, and COVID was bad in Canada.
Really?
Like we were not able to go out. Like we had a curfew. You were not able to go outside after 8:30. Yeah, it was terrible. So I didn't pick up a baseball for like 6 months straight, literally, like 6 months straight. I didn't swing a bat, didn't touch nothing. I didn't do anything. Didn't work out either. I was at my house the whole time. Like it was terrible.
8:30 curfew.
Yeah, 8:30 curfew, and if they like the cops saw you outside, and you're not, like, let's say like you got a dog, like you're gonna be able to walk your dog or whatever, like that's fine. But like
What
if
if
you're
you wanna get,
outside
like,
with
food?
your friends and you guys just you can't, bro.
You can't get food?
No, I'm telling you, bro. It was like curfew. Nobody. But first of all, the supermarket was open, but let's say like the restaurant or anything, they were not open. Because
Nothing?
COVID, nothing was open. But yeah, so I went to Whitford. When he saw the videos, the guy of my coach that sent, he said that he liked me, and I went there. I played 2 years, and now last year I had a good year, so now I'm here. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Who talked to you the most out of the coaches in your recruiting process?
I think it's V. V reached out the first, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And it was funny because it was at the JUCO World Series that he texted me right after, because after the first game in the World Series, I hit like a walk-off grand slam. Just a walk-off home run. and he like texts me and say congratulations, blah blah. And after we like keep in touch, and
I got
that's
you.
pretty much it. But that was late. Like I commit like after the season. I was uncommit the whole season last year. But yeah.
That's nice, man. Well,
Yeah.
speaking of Grand Slam, let's talk about your big Grand Slam the other day. So, walking through your bat, did you knew you were getting a slider there, and how well did you hit it?
Well, I came to the bat and like Dylan was like, hey, like it's not like a sweeper like the other, because the guy before his slider was like more like a sweeper, was like more like sideways than not. So he was like, hey, it's coming down. So I was like, all right. And my at bat before they throw me a lot of sliders, so I was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna have a lot of sliders
Be
this
ready.
at bat.
Right.
But at the same time, the guy went 4 balls in a row to Dill. So I was like, you might want to start to find the strike zone. So I tried to jump on the first one. It was a slider away, like not even a strike zone. I was like, oh my God, V's going to be pissed at me. But yeah, I just was sitting slider, and when I saw it, first of all, the count was 2-2, so I was just trying to put the ball in play.
Yeah.
And when I hit it, in my mind, I was like, there's no way it's gone. And I saw the outfielder like going back. I was like, oh, maybe. I just sneaked just above. I was like, hey, home run, it's a home run, bro. It doesn't matter.
So, Robin, do you speak fluent French?
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to the people in French?
The people, j'aime les États-Unis d'Amérique. Basically means I love United States of America. I didn't know what to say.
No, that's good.
But yeah, I talk French. I mean, when I'm back home, I only talk French with my family, no English.
Your phone's in French too.
Yeah, my phone's in French. My laptop is in French.
Yeah, that's pretty
Everything is in French.
Switching the flow to Dean, SEC Freshman of the Week. Clap it up for Dean.
Thank
Good job, man. No, good job. So, Dean, coming in, I feel like you're a little different than who you are now. I think you matured a lot over the last 4 or 5 months of the fall. Did you like coming in? Like, did you think you would be the starting shortstop right now? Like, did you have that kind of mentality? And let's just get into it. Let's just talk about it.
I mean, honestly, not really. I knew it was gonna be a grind though. Like it wasn't gonna be gifted or handed. A lot of hard work was gonna have to go into it.
Yeah. So you had a big 3 home run game the other night. So let's talk about your approach that day. What were you seeing? What'd you hit? And just how'd you feel?
Yeah, I mean, a good arm and a good umpire. It was gonna be a tight zone and just kind of cutting the corners off and just hunting the ball over the middle of the plate. I know the first at bat, I rolled over on a 2-0 fastball. That would have been a ball. And then I was like, I'm seeing the ball pretty good. I took like a fastball and changeup. That were pretty good pitches, but they were off. Mm-hmm. And then first at bat, I hit a 2-strike fastball, I was low in. And then
That was pretty dope.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was fun. I mean, off the bat, I felt it, and I was like, I was killed.
Did you think you had a 4th one?
I did. I hit it. I saw it, and I was like,
That's gone.
That would have been the cycle.
I literally was almost on the field.
and I was
You hit it, and I jumped out the dugout.